Where did he go?
Why are you asking me? Look for him.
Ahoy! Shouted Rufus as he popped his head up from behind the dinosaur statue and ducked back down.
For pity's sake, Humphrey, hurry up before he moves.
Humphrey shuffled around to the other side of the lake, followed by Frances, who was making slower progress in her high-heeled stiletto boots.
Humphrey, if you go any slower, you'll stop, said Frances, as she stopped to unwedge her heel from the mud.
Well, you're not helping. Humphrey stopped talking when he saw Frances looking as if she were going to fling her boot at him. Roar! Screeched a voice from the entrance to the dinosaur park that took Frances, Humphrey, and even Rufus by surprise. Did you hear that? Said Humphrey, clutching Frances's arm.
Of course I did, worthless. Get over there. It must be another of those awful children.
Daisy was bent double with laughter, her sides shaking. When she had recovered, she put her hands to her mouth and released another dinosaur screech. Humphrey stopped dead in his tracks as Frances ploughed into him.
Keep going, Humphrey.
Hurry up! I'm getting bored, called Rufus from the opposite direction, where he had climbed up into a tree.
Go, go!
Frances gave Humphrey a shove. Rufus disappeared at once. This is no good, Frances. He's too ruddy quick. We'll have to split up. You go one way after one kid, and I'll go the other. Then we'll corner them.
Fine.
The pair moved off in separate directions and began searching around the lake, looking around the dinosaur objects. As Humphrey edged closer to Rufus's hiding spot behind a rock, Rufus watched his position, waiting for the opportune moment. Roar! Roaring like a delinquent dinosaur, Rufus flung himself towards Humphrey and pushed him straight into the lake. Humphrey's belly flop caused a big splash. Help! Help! He cried, thrashing his arms about. Rufus disappeared back into the darkness. Frances! Frances! I can't swim! Help me, Frances! No. Frances inspected her fake fingernails to check that her nail polish was still in place. But, Frances! Spluttered Humphrey as he spat out water. I need help!
Pull yourself together, you hog.
Frances continued looking around the lake.
You can't leave me here. I'll drown.
You'll have to get yourself out. These boots are designer.
I don't know how long I can hold myself above water.
Frances sighed loudly and moved slowly to where Humphrey was half drowning.
You really are about as useful as a chocolate teapot.
Frances picked up a log and threw it in the water.
What am I supposed to do?
Water was entering Humphrey's mouth at an alarming rate.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Float on it, you imbecile.
It's already sunk.
Daisy found Rufus and crouched next to him. The pair stifled their giggles behind a dinosaur statue. Frances found a longer branch and held one end of it towards Humphrey.
Grab it, buffoon!
Humphrey swung his arms wildly, trying and failing to grab the stick. Frances leaned forward to get more reach. As she did so, Rufus and Daisy spotted another opportune moment. They gave each other a quick nod. Roar! Came a dual cry. Frances turned and screamed, but it was too late. In half a second, she had splashed into the water next to Humphrey. Rufus and Daisy high-fived each other with huge grins. Humphrey gratefully grabbed hold of his boss for support, unwittingly pushing her head underwater with his weight. Frances struggled for a few seconds before bursting above water and gasping for breath.
How dare you!
She screamed, black mascara and purple eyeshadow smeared over her soaking face. We gotta get out of here, said Rufus, between giggles. The pair ran out of the dinosaur exhibit. Thanks, guys, Rufus said, nodding at a large, toothy dinosaur on their way out.